Okay, I'll do this for you. I will give you $100 if you can, or $1,000 if you can show the sun change in angular size over one day using a solar filter.
Okay.
We can do that.
We can do it. Nice. I've got it in my music video. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna get $1,000, guys.
All right, nice.
You
got to pay with a solar filter, yes.
With a solar filter, yes.
And nothing else over one day.
Yes.
All right. I'd like to see that because I say it's impossible.
This is significant why, anyway.
It's impossible.
Okay, it's significant why.
Yes, it is. The ball is impossible. I agree.
Of the sun using a solar filter is impossible.
Okay, here we go.
Count done.
Luka's face is on screen.
Flatter.
Oh, it's Will Duffy.
And at first, I thought she must be joking, but there was no punchline. So I read the comments, and it seemed genuine. This was very peculiar to me. How could someone today, in the 21st century, think the Earth is flat?
I remember TVs like that, man.
Solar filter time lapse. Santa Barbara, 2016. Is the elevation? Northwest. Here we go.
No, and not have anything to do with reflection as well.
You just said.
No charges in the 21st century.
Changing angular size with the solar filter.
Yeah, but we all know that reflection obviously would change
you said solar filter, angular size.
But yeah, but reflection obviously would change the angular size.
No.
Wouldn't it?
There we go.
But that's not the sun itself changing angular size. That's just appearing to it because of reflection.
Are you going back on your word, Luka?
How could someone today, in the 21st century, think the Earth is flat?
There we go. $1,000.
That wasn't all refraction.
Let me see.
It's gonna be
Show
awesome.
me that video. Link me that video.
Good acting by
How you sending that money?
Link me that video.
Link him the video.
Okay.
I'll watch it again.
Go to the part where he shows the different sizes at the different times compared to the first.
Would need to be taken into account.
Refraction?
Yeah.
That would just change its position, wouldn't it?
Not its size.
Wouldn't it actually make it bigger with refraction?
That would be magnification.
Refraction would obviously change the angular size.
Oh, would it? How much refraction would it take?
Wait. When you put a solar filter on, does refraction play a part of?
Oh, that's right. It's got a filter on it too. Yeah.
I guess it wouldn't. No,
I guess you're about $1,000.
Okay, fine. Let's have a look then. I'm watching.
Why do you think you put a solar filter on when you look at a solar eclipse?
Yep.
Let's see it not change in angular size.
I just showed you a change in angular size, Luka.
Well, I'm watching it again.
Go for it.
Pay close attention to that part where he shows it at 70 minutes compared to the first frame, and 90 minutes compared to the first frame.
Yeah. Completely different size.
Reason you don't perceive that, it's real simple. I can demonstrate it. Okay? I can demonstrate this really easily to you. Okay. Now, this close to you, I can take this coffee cup. Yeah, I'll show it when I get back up.
No, good. Take this. Oh, wait, you want to quickly show it?
And you see it does change apparent size drastically. And I only moved it a little bit. See, it changed drastically, right? Yep. Okay, now, watch what happens. Watch what happens. We're going to go all the way back here. Now, I'm going to move it the same distance toward you. How much angular size Did you
Not
see?
much.
Not
parallax.
So if something's already a certain distance from you and a certain size, it's not going to appear to change that much in the first place. But the fact of the matter is, it still changed.
It's local. That's why.
Oh,
Shows it's local.
It's not hard. I mean, it's simple, isn't it?
So, Luka, the check it goes to Keith Reynolds, and it's $1,000.
U.S.
Yep.
No, he's
How many-
Australian, so that's fine.
Oh, that's a good one right there too.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
I have one. Heck, I have
going to
one.
say
I have one.
That is because of refraction and not because of the sun.
Sorry, what was your specific thing? If you can show me the same day, the sun changing angular size with the solar filter, correct? Did you say anything about
Yeah.
refraction?
But you need to remove refraction, and that will show if you
Does
remove
refraction
the
make
sun
something bigger?
would not be the same. The
Does
sun
refraction make it? Wait. Does diffraction make something bigger or smaller?
would, bigger?
Well, why is it going smaller then? When it's further away.
Well, I don't know. Smaller? No. But here's the
Both
thing.
answers, you're saying both answers.
If you
Smaller, bigger,
remove
and-
refraction, the sun would still be the same size, the same angular size.
It's weird.
So if you take
No, it
refraction
wouldn't, dude.
into account,
You're wrong, dude.
by
You're wrong.
removing it, the
Wrong.
sun would
Wrong.
still be the same size.
No,
wanna
it
point
changed size.
I want to point something.
Yeah.
Let's quickly look here when it goes to the horizon. Tell me if you can see a change in angular size, Luca.
Yes,
Hell
but
yeah,
that's
you
because that's from
Oh, it's not
most
changing angular
refraction.
size. It's staying exactly the same. When it's at the horizon.
Did you
Look,
see
it's
it
close to
shift?
the horizon.
Did you see it blur as it got close?
Okay, you know, I'm going to do this. I'm going to print screen.
Yeah, but as it approaches the horizon, you see a shimmering effect.
Wait, I'm going to show you. Very nice. Okay, I've taken the first one. You see, I've copied the first one. There we go. Timestamp 39.
A good one right here.
Okay. Let's carry on. Okay. Again, timestamp 41. Okay. Okay, there's with the 43. So that's when it's got like the
The
horizon, the refraction you're talking about, correct?
This is see how it's shimmering a bit?
Wait.
It's like a wavy.
Yeah, that's refraction. That's what refraction does. Okay, you know what? We'll keep the timestamp in, just for you. Okay, next one. Crop image. Okay. I got the sun there. Got the sun. So let's get that's the. Gonna first place this one on top there, and let's go to format options, adjustments, opacity. Okay. Look at that. It's already different.
Well, yeah.
You see that, Luka?
One is a bit higher than the other.
Look at that. Okay. See there? Look at that. Squashing, correct?
Yeah, that's because of reflection.
Okay, and that's before it gets to the horizon. Okay, now let's look when it's at the horizon.
Yes, but you're still looking through more atmosphere than you were looking.
Look at that. Look. Wait. Oh no. It's the same.
Same size. It didn't
have
anything to do with it.
Luca.
Yeah.
So guess what? When it's in the refraction band, it's the same as before it gets to the refraction band. But when it gets higher, like closer to you, it's bigger.
No.
That's angular size change over
If you
distance, right?
remove refraction, it's the same
Oh
size.
my God. No,
So you're
it's
making
not.
excuses not to pay. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I'm
Refraction.
saying. Okay.
Here you go, Luka. Watch. Keep on.
Quite a beautiful view, then.
It is.
It is.
Yes.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that.
If you remove
Look at
refraction,
that. That's not refraction, my friend. That is not refraction. You don't get to see. That's what you guys do. You got your two little duct tape rolls, right? You got one that says gravity. You got one of your duct tapes is gravity, and the other one you have is refraction. This is your catch-all excuse for every goddamn thing you can't.
It is. What's that?
I want to
What?
quickly explain it to people. So they're saying so it doesn't change size.
Back to gravel axe.
At refraction, I'm trying to explain when you're in the refraction band, it stays exactly the same size.
Atmospheric lensing is also a thing too.
Yeah. So what happens is when he's saying refraction is causing the size different, it's not, because it would literally show in that refraction band that it would change size constantly, and it doesn't.
this is refraction. Right there.
That's
That
refraction.
is because of refraction.
Where?
Tell me.
Where's the refraction?
The two different sizes, the two angular size difference.
Prove its refraction. Go ahead.
Well, one is closer to the horizon than the other one, right?
No, one is closer to the observer than the other one. Like Shrov did with the mug.
You're looking through more atmosphere.
Can we just accept you are backing down on your word?
No, I'm not.
But you are.
Yes, you are. Because
But
we're just
actually
clearly
saying
showing that angular size
because
did
of
change.
refraction.
No, now you're moving the goalposts. This clearly shows what's on the screen right now that the sun did change in angular size as it passed away from you. There is no ands, ifs, or buts
I'm
about
not
it.
disagreeing with you.
So
there.
now you're
But the reason
well, then
it
you lost
changed angular
you
size
lost the bet.
is because of refraction.
It don't matter what you think it's from. You said it doesn't change angular size. We clearly showed it did. You lost.
Move refraction.
No. You can't move the goalpost and say, oh, well, it's because of this, that, and the other. You clearly said that it doesn't change size, the angular size throughout the day. And you said that if he could show you it did change angular size, regardless of the reason, that you would pay him $1,000. He showed you owe him $1,000, Luka.
Yes, but that's because
No, not yes, but anything.
Yes,
You lost.
Now there's
You lost,
conditions,
bro.
Now there's
You
conditions.
lost.
Once you lose, there's conditions. That's Welshing on a bet.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
Can you ever show a day where there's no atmo at all? Can you ever show any observations without atmo or atmosphere, as you call it?
If you're looking straight up, you're looking through less atmosphere than
But
if
you
you're
can
looking
never be
straight
looking
across,
through.
right?
So you can never be looking through zero atmosphere, right?
You're always going to be looking through
All right.
an atmosphere, yes.
Okay.
But
So there is not a condition where you're not going to be able to see these things without looking through the atmosphere at 1 degree or another, correct?
But straight up is
Doesn't
different
matter.
from
It doesn't
looking
matter.
across.
If there's a little bit of refraction or a lot of bit of refraction, there's still refraction at all times because of the atmos, as you claimed. So there's always refraction.
But
Right?
if you remove the refraction,
You don't move refraction. Refraction is
how do
an
you
effect
remove
that
it?
if
happens.
you remove
How
the
do you
refraction,
remove it? How do you remove it?
do the calculations.
How do you
See
remove
what
it?
the refraction is.
Wait a second. How
and
do you
then
remove it?
that.
How do you remove it?
Do the calculations.
No, not with
If you calculate what
calculations.
the refractive index is,
You
and then remove
you
that.
can't calculate refraction over a vast distance because
can.
of the different degrees of conditions that are happening between you and there. It's never going to be
Well,
consistent.
let's just remove the average refraction then.
But then
Let's
that's-
calculate what the average refraction is,
Is that accurate? Just
and
say
then
that.
remove that.
Is that
And then
accurate?
the
Well, go
would
ahead
not
and remove
be
it.
Accurate.
Go ahead and remove it. It wasn't part of the deal, though, Luka. You said that if he could show you that the sun
Okay.
changes angular
Okay.
size throughout the day, you would
Okay.
give him $1,000.
Okay.
Nobody asked you to do it. That was your challenge.
Okay, I admit.
Now you're adding conditions to it and trying to worm your way out of it.
I admit I should have specified.
Well, you didn't, so
That's on me.
you still lost.
I lost.
And you still lost.
I did lose. I should have specified with
Yeah.
removing the
Well,
refraction.
maybe that'll
bit.
learn you the next time you want to bet somebody $1,000 about some shit, huh?
I should have specified.
Yeah.
Try to be too much like FTF. I bet you $5,000.
Which I am now specifying.
Well, it don't matter. You already lost. Whatever claim you want to make now, we're not buying it anyways because we know better. But if you want to believe that, that's fine and well. But your bet was that you said you would give Keith $1,000 if he could show that the sun changes angular size throughout the day. You didn't say anything about refraction or anything. You did mention a solar filter, and that burden was satisfied. Therefore, because of your own ineptness, in your own words, you lost $1,000 blowing your mouth off. That's a hard lesson to learn, but I hope you've learned it now. You can make that check payable to Keith Reynolds, or you can send it through his other means of monetary transfer.
My wife's going to be
Yeah,
happy.
PayPal.
Now I can get her piano tuned so she can play it.
And how can you determine the amount of the refraction above us during the middle of the day is actually different than refraction that
Let's take
when
the
the sun's going
average
down?
refraction.
Luka, can I ask? Maybe personal, but do you have 1,000 to spare?
I do.
You do.
Okay, well,
right.
you
So
know
there
where
you
to
go.
send it.
You lost it. You
You
lost
lost
the
it, brother.
bet. Not bet. Sorry, no, it's not a bet. I keep saying bet. It's not a bet, but you lost. What
There's
you said.
another bet we can make. How much refraction is at solar noon as opposed to solar night or whatever you want to
If
call it?
you remove the refraction, though, the sun would not change in angular size.
Well, if you look at it through a magnifying glass and then stop looking at it through a magnifying glass, it'll change size too. What the fuck are you saying? If all your shit is all based on ifs and stuff.
It's always it.
And I just want to point out to everybody, I don't expect money from you because I'm not a betting man. I don't do bets. So just making a point, Luka.
You're off the hook, Luka. So you can send his $1,000 to me instead. I'll take the burden of it.
No, I was going to say if you didn't have it, don't make bets like that.
Don't get me wrong. I would really need the $1,000. I can use it.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm not a
Okay.
betting man. So
Okay, tell you
use
what.
it.
I'll give you $50. How about that?
Martin
first?
Biker says, AA will pay you $1,000 that Luka bet you when you debate one on topics he offered. Thank you for your super chat. Thank you very much. This is probably Aaron Armstrong.
Of course,
And if you
How
go,
about-
of course it is.
How about I
Hold
will
on.
give you $50?
100%. I accept that. Thank you.
You heard
Okay, I'll give you 50.
a
How about
gift.
that?
now if you go to Quantum Eraser's channel, he actually has somebody with a telescope and a solar filter who watches the sun all the time, and he shows that it actually does change in angular
In the sky
size
itself.
in the sky all day long, dude.
I'm looking for
Every
an
day.
old video. I'm looking for an old video because there was always a video from a guy where he walks through a forest, and the sun is at noon time, so it's literally just 2 or 3 hours difference, and he shows angular size difference with the solar filter, and it's still up in the sky, not going down to the horizon.
Yeah, no refraction required.
I just can't find it anymore. It's quite an old video.
This is like 2015, 2014 arguments we're listening to now that we've already put to sleep. So
Yeah.
we have a cosmology too, and we have people who observe the stars for thousands of years, and the moon and the sun.
Bang it.
Let me go over to QE site. Maybe I can find one.
Sorry, what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Ah.
I think I even saw Wolfie once showing angular size change. What he's trying to say, it doesn't.
Dang it. No.
He never does that stuff at all. I just want to see him uncage his altimeter from the gyro and fly. See how far he gets.
I think.
No, I'm not. Yeah. Okay. You can deduct the $50 out of the $160 I gave you last time.
Huh?
What are you talking about?
Remember when I gave you $160?
For what? Yeah, you did, but for
What's that got to do with this, though?
That has nothing to do with it. There's a way you don't have to pay you.
Well, I gave you
Just
the.
say you can't afford it, then that's fine, Luka.
Luka, you don't have to give money. You just didn't have to put that challenge out if you weren't going to pay up anyway. Look,
Yeah.
Well,
you just shouldn't have made that
I
challenge.
should have specified refraction.
Yeah,
If
but
I specified refraction,
you're going from 1,000 to 50. He doesn't expect to anyway, but you'll even try to worm out the 50. So just forget it, man. Forget it. I'm sure he doesn't want it.
It's all right, dude. It's fine.
He doesn't
Yeah,
want
if
it.
I
It's
specified,
grudge.
I definitely would have paid because it's
grudge.
impossible to
Look,
see angular change.
It's a grudge.
You literally did see angular size change, Luka.
And it's not a gift.
Yes,
Grudge.
because of refraction, and that's why I specified, and that's why I should
No,
have
you're claiming
specified.
refraction as a cop-out, Luka.
No, reflection is a thing that happens. Do you
You're
agree?
claiming refraction as a cop-out, and you said nothing
But you-
about refraction.
At the point, I didn't. I'm sorry. I should have specified reflection at the time. I sat there. I made that statement. I should have specified reflection, and I'm
Okay,
sorry.
and how's that got to do with me being wrong now?
Well, because the sun doesn't change angular size.
It does.
It does.
It did exactly what you said it doesn't do.
Because of reflection.
You
No.
see, guys, this is the difference with character of a glober and a flat earther. Just to point out to you guys.
Mm-hmm. That's very dodgy what you did. I'm sure Flats didn't expect anything anyway, obviously, but what you just did is really shows your character, bro. That's bad. That's bad. You shouldn't have bet any money at all, or you shouldn't have put the challenge forth at all. You could have just said it without having to say. You could have just said, "Oh, have you got a video of this?" Without having to say, "Oh,
I'm going to quickly show you
if you can find this." Flats would have probably done it anyway.
Okay, fine. But I still say it's impossible.
You do?
even though it's literally showed.
Into account, it's impossible to see any size change.
Well, I've got Wolfie showing size change
Where?
on a video of his. I'm just quickly putting them all together. Whoopsie.
Gotta go Globe Terminator.
Okay, let me share my stream. This is Wolf from Wolfie's own video. These are 4 different suns. Well, the same sun. All about the same, almost the same height, actually. They all have different angular sizes. See that? They're all different. Let's place them actually by where the horizon would be together.
I should wake that up. That was something I had to do. Hold on, give me a sec.
All these suns are different angular sizes. And let me show you where I got this from.
I don't even think he's watching in a minute, but
He's
Of
probably
course
not.
he is, and
Hey,
he's running
Luka.
away from. There we go. You can't trust sun size video unless a solar filter is used. Wolfie 6020. Let me quickly get that video up for you, so I can show you where I got it. So even Wolfie literally debunked you, Luka.
Hi.
Okay, you see,
So-
guys? Wolfie, 7 years ago, you can't trust sun size after using a solar filter. Videos unless using a solar filter is used. Correct?
Huey needs to put a search bar on his channel.
But as it moves towards the center of the frame, it appears to shrink.
Yeah, it appears to shrink.
As we continue panning right, the sun will appear to grow again.
There you go. And you see he's going to show, and he's going to go, and he's going to put a solar filter up now. From there. See, he's got a solar filter up. Correct?
yeah.
Now he's going to go a bit later. Solar filter up again. Correct? And again, he's going to keep showing this. The solar filter up. And the sun keeps changing angular size. Hence why I got this here. All these suns.
You got to do it again, Flats, because he was gone.
Yeah, I was getting
No,
coffee.
this is for the audience. This is for the audience. It's fine. He doesn't need to pay attention on purpose.
Hey, what?
Yeah.
Huh?
What do you mean by that?
It means you make as if you're not paying attention. Okay.
No, I'm
Not
making coffee.
Why are you supposed to be paying attention?
I did say that I was going to be making coffee.
I didn't hear you.
Before.
say
Yeah, guys. There we go. All the suns are different angular size in Wolfie's video. Odd how that works. So there, debunked by Wolfie 6020.
You made a coffee in the microwave.
That's not coffee.
No, I was heating milk in the microwave.
Oh.
Mhm.
Wow.
You got to heat your milk up?
Yeah.
Are you making
You
espresso?
make milky coffee, so you're just making coffee with milk and no water.
No, the coffee machine does that.
But there's no water. It's just milk. It's just milk.
I got an espresso machine for that. I got a steamer on it. It'll steam.
I call that a milky coffee.
Yeah. That's not a coffee. That's like a cappuccino or frappuccino, whatever you want to call it. Now you put cream in your coffee, yeah. If you like cream.
I don't. If I wanted cream, I would have had some milk.
Oh, there you go.
I wanted coffee, so I get coffee.
Yeah, there you go. Even better.
Yeah, I put milk in my coffee, but just a little bit.
Oh my God, dude, you ruined that coffee.
Yeah, that's not coffee, man.
That's
piss.
milk.
That's piss.
It's coffee flavored milk.
Mhm.
Coffee.
That's a baby. That's a baby coffee. That's like a korma when it
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
to curry.
You should probably put that in one of them little sippy cups. One of them little sippy cups.
Now I add a little cream to my coffee, and I add no sugar, just a tad bit of cream. That's all I need.
I like my coffee like I like my women, hot and black, baby.
Don't tell the wife stuff.
She's in there laughing about it right now.
There's a grand you could have had, Flats. I'm telling you.
I'm
Somebody
telling
be
you.
honest about them. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but like I said, I'm not a betting man.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I don't bet. So
He getting that from that stupid ass tune. I'll bet you I have money in escrow. Dude, I wouldn't enter into any kind of an agreement with your little sweaty ass for nothing, man. That's for real. That guy's just a
You
whoa.
get Luka, you can't stand there like that, like a hero when you
Oh my.
just
Now,
backed out on two bets, twice at your 1,000, then 50.
what was that? An FTFE impersonation?
Yeah, it must be.
Good job. No shit. It's old Toon piped his face up on Facebook about something. He says, "You should stick to stuff you know about." And I said, "I'd tell you to stick to stuff you know about, but it would probably put kids in danger."
Oh, for goodness sake.
Listen, these people don't know what they try to engage in verbal combat with me, and they get slain. They just get totally slain. I am like a
Well,
master of
they're
verbal
not really
combat.
this they're not really the smartest people around. So they're what you would call Dunning Kruger.
Yes. And the reason you would know that is because that's what they say about everyone else. See, they're masters of
They
projection.
project.
Yes,
Mhm.
sir.
Get
If
all
you ever
excited.
want to know what gets on their nerves, look at whatever they do to try to get on your nerves. If you do that exact same thing back to them, they lose their mind.
Get all excited about the top left, don't they?
Oh yeah. Are
Oh,
they still doing that dumb shit?
yeah, they did it a few
I
months
saw
ago.
that the drunk chunk has been doing some kind of a membership drive or something.
Been
He's
doing the
live.
FTFE thing, yeah.
He's live now, I think. Yeah, he's live. He's live.
Help support my alcohol addiction.
No. No thanks.
Oh, good news! That copycat actually came back to us
Oh.
about the debate.
Right.
So it's happening next month, the 19th.
Okay.
Going to be exciting.
Cool. I've got one coming up Wednesday with a guy named David Leggett from Facebook. And he says, "I bet you won't debate me." I said, "Sure, I'll do it. I'll set it up right now."
Nice.
So he agreed to it, and I set it up and already posted it on Facebook, posted it to him. That way, if he tries to welch out, he's going to look like an ass.
Cool.
But
Cool. Wednesday at what time? Your normal time?
yeah, my normal time.
Oh, I might have to look at that live.
It's I think 6:30 your time in the morning or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, if it's the time you usually go on,
Yeah,
it's
9:30.
9. Well, it's 1:30 in the morning for me.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. 6
Because
hours.
usually when I'm doing my movies on Rumble, I see you go live on Rumble, just like when I've already started, sort of thing. So yeah, usually about that time.
That should be interesting. This is something I've been trying to get out of these guys is this thing about mass attracting mass. Why? Why does it do that? Just by vote? Where's it getting its energy?
That's it, man. It's their glue. It's their glue, their magical glue for everything.
Like a real angular size change.
All right.
Real one.
Thereby,
Did you
I
miss
don't
my
have to
example?
pay.
Did you miss my example with the coffee cup? Did you miss that?
I
What?
don't have to pay.
I want you to watch carefully. Watch my panel down here very carefully. Okay? You see my coffee cup?
Yeah.
I'm going to move it toward you. Just that much. Okay? Did you see it change the size? It got
Yes.
bigger. Now it got smaller, didn't it? All right. Now watch here. I'm going to go way back here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I'm way back here. Now I'm going to do the same thing. Did you see it change? I actually pushed it toward you even closer. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Did you see it change in angular size?
Yeah. A
No,
little.
you didn't. I'm looking at it too. I'm not seeing any change in the size of the cup. Now, when I'm up closer to you, it becomes more apparent, doesn't it?
Yeah.
For the same distance. That's my point. If something's already far away and you have a limited amount of view to it to begin with, you're not going to see very much angular size change, if any, at all, as it moves out of your
The
sight.
problem is it changes angular size way too little.
Okay, but let me show you now, Luca. This is the same video from Wolfie. Okay, same filter, same day. Look at this. This is the same thing. I'm going to copy this and paste it. I'm going to
Overlay them.
overlay it over the next one. See, it's overlaid. Center. Oh
Oh
no.
my god.
Is the
It's
red
the
lot
same.
bigger than this yellow?
What?
Is that
It's
red
the
circle
same.
bigger than the yellow circle? Let's do it this way. Let's make it a...
What size of screen are you looking at, Luca?
I'm trying to show you this angular size change between the two suns.
Are you on a laptop or a tablet or what?
Yeah, laptop.
Is it? What size of screen is it?
It's pretty decent. Hold on, I'm gonna say that.
You're right up at the screen. It's not that small, to be honest. Not for
Okay,
me.
so let's quickly show you what this was 140, 1 minute 40. There we go. And this one
You proved the visual illusion.
was 153.
It's all visual, Luca.
So let's
No,
zoom
I
in
mean-
again.
Using refraction, you proved the visual illusion of the sun.
It's not all refraction.
Changing the
It's
angular
not.
size.
They're both about the same elevation above the horizon, Luca.
No, I mean before.
No, this one's
We're talking
showing
about
angular
now.
size change, and they're both above the horizon, about the same altitude.
Hold on, up there, both above the horizon.
Let me show you the change in altitude by these two.
There's a little bit.
Is that
That's about
over
the change in
days?
altitude.
Why?
Look there. That's the change in altitude by the two.
Mm-hmm.
Look, that's the change in altitude. Should you see change in angular size by refraction by that little bit of altitude change?
Well, it depends.
The answer is no, Luca. In other words, your refraction argument was just thrown down the toilet.
Because
The one's bigger than the other one, and they literally hardly are elevational changes by them. So refraction is not the thing changing the angular size here. You're welcome.
I'll have a look.
I think at the end of the day, Luca, you should just accept your globe's nonsense, man.
Certainly is.
It's as simple as that.
Don't be afraid about not being part of the herd. Not being part of the herd is usually a good thing. The herd is usually headed toward a slaughter. Okay. There's only really two things, in my opinion, that go with the flow, and that's dead fish and shit.
Oh, wait, I see I got a super chat. I didn't see that.
Ooh.
Sorry, let's go up and get it. I was busy changing the...
Is it $1,000?
No, it's 5 USD, 5 Australians. The sun doesn't change size when using a solar filter. Without one, it does. I just showed 3 different examples from different people. Even Wolfie showing it does with solar filters. So, sorry, mountain biker. Thank you for your super chat, though. Appreciate the support.
Appreciate it.
What GPT said on here, it says, great cup solve. Now show us some actual measurements of the sun changing angular size. You want mathematics to go along with what you just witnessed? Is that what you're after? Really? Like that's going to concrete anything? So if I tell it to you what you saw in numbers, that's going to somehow change the fact that it did change? What the fuck is wrong with you?
So I'll be over with a tape measure in a minute so we can
okay.
measure this out. Yeah.
Wow.
Funny. It's
What-
always,
I'll tell you
That's
what,
why-
you
that's
seem to
why
be-
I say-
since y'all seem to think that you can tell the size of shit by looking at a picture of it or looking at it through a telescope, why don't you just go ahead and rewind back and look at the screen and do your calculations and figure it out yourself? How about that?
good idea.
And I shouldn't
Don't
have
figure
to
out
tell you
how
the
far, boys.
distance. You should be able to magically know that. Or
I
a
don't think that's a
sumac.
good comparison either. The sun and the coffee cup. No.
I swear to God, these little these it's such a sea of stupidity, such a sea of stupidity out there. Really gets to my nerves after a while, man. It's like talking to little children. What's your size? Do you not have the ability to think? Is there something wrong with your noodle, man, that you can't process information and think logically on your own? You have to be told stuff, spoon-fed by some perceived authoritative figure? Is that what you got going on? That makes you no better than a farm animal.
But anyway, guys, I think this was a good stream. We went on nice and long tonight.
Oh yeah.
We started touching on the actual topic in the beginning, but I think it got to an important discussion through that, and then it also showed some character of Globies afterwards. So
and
it was a good stream.
Maybe another stream can be about us.
Okay.
About us?
Look, I'm gonna send you a video. I want you to explain this to me.
Stream,
Another stream?
please.
What?
I'd like to have a debate with you, Flatsoid.
About?
Well, about what you said about those the focal length.
I don't understand.
Because
What do you mean?
to me, they're the same size. The different focal lengths are the same.
Oh, the video he was looking at.
I can't see
Focal
any
length is
difference.
the same. Yes, they use the same filter, the same
Camera.
same lens. Of course, the focal length is the same. The angular size of the sun's different.
No, he's talking about the video he was looking at earlier, Flats. Remember?
Well, I showed 4 different videos, and all 4 different videos show the same.
No. Before we started,
With Sean Hawkins with
He's
the.
on about that.
Oh, that.
That, yeah.
There's nothing to debate. It's different.
What? No. Look at them.
The lines
They're the
don't line
same.
up, Luca.
They're exactly the same. What are you
Where's
talking
the
about?
lines lining up? Show the bottom. Where's the line lining up? Touches the one on the top, doesn't touch the other one on the top. Look at the bottom. Go to their foundations, Luca. Foundation. No, the foundation. Look there. You see that green line? That's one of them. Red line, one of them. Blue line, other one. They don't all line up, Luca.
That's a problem.
Uh-oh. Yeah. There you go. You just got debunked.
Debate over.
Hey, Luka, the sun in your model, they claim that it's not in the position when you see it. It's not even.
If you debate how you bet, then don't bother.
You should stop watching Andrew Johnston's nonsense.
Yeah.
The guy's a moron.
I'm not.
That's from Andrew Johnson.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, I didn't know what it was. Just that it looked all the same size.
Yeah, it's because you guys can't see. I don't know. You guys blind or something? You don't know how to see things that are different?
But what about these ones on the top? They're all the same.
Again, it's about the bottom, Luca.
You agree that the bottom ones are out of line, but the ones on the top are all the same.
Yeah. That the ones on the
There you
top.
go.
If I had to line them at the bottom, they would be off at the top. If I had to line them at the top, they'd be off at the bottom. Do you understand the problem here, Luca? The focal length changes the depth of field, which makes the angular size different, Luca. Why do you think why do you think you stand in front of someone with a 70 mil, their face is going to look all round, but if you take a 50 mil, it's going to look more elongated?
These two are
Because
the
of
same.
focal length,
This
Luca.
one's a bit off.
No, they're all off, dude. Look
He's
at
not
it.
even listening.
Look at it again. They're a
Two
little
of
off
them
from
are
each
the
other.
same. One of them is off.
I've got something to show you, Luca. A short. It's a quick short that I have on my channel, showing the different focal lengths and how it appears to make things
It's a
look
short
different.
shot. It's a short shot. Then.
It's a short.
Nice.
Oh man, I don't know why I keep on having to bring this up for people.
You're taking a lot of vowels, Luka.
Okay, Luka.
Huh?
There we go. Okay. 17 millimeters. See how he looks. Okay.
A Instagram reel showing off the different focal lengths from like 17 millimeters all the way up to
See
180.
that?
A Instagram reel showing off the different focal lengths from like 17 millimeters all the way up to 180. A Instagram reel showing off the different focal
See the
lengths
difference?
from like 17 millimeters all the way up to 180.
Let's pause it right there. 17 mil, 180 mil. They're exactly the same distance away.
Focal length makes them look different, doesn't it?
Completely.
Look how
Yeah.
short it is on the 17 mil compared to the 180 mil. The feet are the same. Head is different. Get it? Focal length changes your infinity plane. It changes your angular size. It changes the compression value.
Right. I'm off.
Hence,
I've got that ready
why
for my-
Dave McKeegan showed himself to be a moron when he gave me that challenge, and I showed yes, there were changes. I literally got 3 out of 4 correct, which he said I wouldn't even be able to see any difference.
Right. I'm off, guys. I've got to get ready.
Says, yeah, I'm also off now anyway. I'm like an hour over anyway.
Uh-oh. You know that.
Hour and 15
Hour and
minutes
11
over.
minutes, actually.
Later,
Yeah.
PJ.
Guys, let us